I'm seriously hitting my stride. 4 days on the scooter and 240 kilometers later, an average 60 clicks a day. Unfortunately, my bicycle sat-nav keeps trying to send me off bike paths and down country roads. At first, I rely on my warning vest and reflector arm, but that isn't a long-term solution. I'll have to reprogram. I just hope that doesn't make my route longer. Brief stops along the way make it all worth it, though. Like at the Eulenspiegel fountain in Mölln, where the legendary prankster Till Eulenspiegel is said to have died in 1350.
The north of Germany is rather flat, which is good for my scooter. But the distances between the exciting places, like here to Lauenburg, can be quite long.
Because I'm only riding down secondary roads, my path has taken me mainly through the countryside and smaller towns. Not nearly as boring as it sounds. Look at Uelzen, for example, which I reach after 20 days on the road. In the town of 30,000, you'll find a famous building. The train station was built by renowned architect Friedensreich Hundertwasser. It's also home to the Sonnenfeld Dog Salon. Believe it or not, I've never been in one of these typically German places. Here, owners can have professional photos taken of their beloved pooch, or even spoil it with a spa-type weekend of doggy relaxation. Why do people always make such a fuss about their dogs in Germany nowadays?
Well, Mr. Wigge, because dogs' coats have changed throughout history. Their ancestors' fur came off on bushes and trees. Nowadays, that's no longer the case.
That's why there are dog salons like this one all over Germany. No wonder when around 1 in 3 German households has a pet. Cats top the list. There are over 8 million of them here. But there are also nearly 5.5 million dogs. In 2011, Germans spent nearly 3 billion euros on food for their pets. No wonder places like this do a thriving business.
A doggy owner photo shoot is taking place in the background here.
Here's a sample of this afternoon's pictures. Claudia Finca and her beloved golden retriever mixed breed. Catalina Ulfke Hilma and her Havanese. And Tatjana Löffler with her favorite Munsterlander. Do you think maybe people overdo it just a little with their dogs in Germany?
I don't think so, Mr. Wigge. Compared to the US or Japan, where people sometimes treat their dogs like dolls, where they throw dog parties, we don't do things like that yet here in Germany.
Maybe not, but the Sonnenfeld also has canine beauty treatments in its program. I've been promoted to assistant dog care expert, and my first job is to pamper this Lhasa Apso.
Do we look good?
Schnuffy is prescribed a thalasso treatment. I've heard they're very relaxing.
Manni, du machst das toll.
Nur Manni. Manni.
Manni, meanwhile, has to be washed, blow-dried, trimmed, and finally given a crowning bow. Finished with Manni, I turn my attentions to Colette. I'm to dress her in a fashionable new coat that cost an unbelievable 250 euros. Not as easy as it looks.
But we don't do that now.
Why do people go to all this trouble? I mean, in the end, as sweet as it is, it's just a dog after all.
Dogs now play a different role in people's lives. They used to be there to guard and protect us, but nowadays they're social partners. They're part of the family.
Enough of dogs. Back on my trusty scooter, I leave Uelzen in the dust and head south. My destination, the southernmost point in Germany, is still over 1,900 kilometers away.